A number of people in Congress have said that pornography isn't the issue. New Republic said to Josh Hawley, "We assure you, Josh, you can calm down. You're not the only person who uses pornography." The point being is if we're going to have a society that allows the cathode ray tube to transmit adult behavior, then we should at least play by the rules. Pittsburgh had no right to establish for themselves what they call a provincial norm. When my father found me tongue tied, mouth dried, unable to speak, he took me to North Carolina where they at least called home when a student was absent to make sure the student was okay. None of this children crawling in tears, begging for help, threatening, um, being threatened with death, that saying that they were going to be murdered. Certainly, that a child crying for its life, biting its fingernails bloody, could not be construed by anyone other than the psychologist of Freudian slips at the University of Pittsburgh as threatening them. And then disappearing for months in front of a gang of people who see the brutality in the stolen cars and not even be investigated, not even be looked into, and be made mockery of when they're found hiding in a top shelf of a towel closet. And the only thing they're told is don't say like Anne Frank. That didn't happen in North Carolina. Instead, I learned to type, which made it possible for me to file my reports and work at newspapers and library clerk. Oh, so they say, well, if you don't protect someone else's privacy, your own's going to be endangered. Okay, and that's clearly the case in Nazi-style mechanism like the one built by the Pittsburgh, because I threatened them by pleading with them to help me from a crowd of murderers, and that was a threat. I said, "Please help me. I'm going to be killed." And they said, "Don't threaten us." What did they come up with? The idea that virginity proves rape to justify extermination pornography in a Venus flytrap genocide pornography system. Who was responsible for this? Tom Gordon and Leslie Katz were both close personal friends of Miles Kirshner, Cyril Wecht, and Martin Andelman. Martin Andelman introduced me virtually to both of them. It was arranged for me to meet them by Michael Todd and Milton Schaap and Ralph Todd. It was arranged for them to rub Leslie's virginity in my face while Tom Gordon told tall Neva drama stories about forcing himself on women who made themselves too vulnerable. To play with my mind, as they put it. And when I recoiled and said, "This is an outrage," the spinner beanies from the Black Panthers came in and said, "See, he wanted some. He wanted some." And that's how they justified torture and refusal to look into the kidnapping and mutilation of an honors student. That's how Pittsburgh's cultural norm. Now we see that the honors program was in the pocket through Congress of the Neva Pedophile Corporation. And the reason why they're invading my home and embarrassing me is because Jay Inslee doesn't want people to catch on about COVID-19 being an outgrowth of the success story and the momentum of queer poisoners in the pervert West Coast of the German Green Party. That's what really happened. Now, all the evidence shows that's what really happened. They said this is genetic schizophrenia. That's how psychotic the whole establishment is.